Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Buhari may face war crime charges if it deploys Super Tucano aircraft against bandits. Buhari may face war crime charges if it deploys Super Tucano aircraft against bandits, says Garba Shehu. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. President Muhammadu Buhari, spokesman Garba Shehu, has stated that the president may face war crime charges at the International Criminal Court in The Hague if he deploys the newly acquired Super Tucano aircraft against bandits masterminding deadly attacks in the north. Garba, who made the disclosure on Trust TV, stressed that Mr. Buhari cannot afford to breach the terms of agreement drafted by the United States for the 12 fighter jets to avoid litigation at the expiration of his tenure. The president is responsible. If he finishes now, we want him to go and rest in Kaduna or Daura. We don't want him to go to the International Criminal Court. That is not the idea, said Mr. Shehu. The presidential aide suggested that the issue of banditry should be tackled by the military, whose strategies over the years have failed to curb the activities of bandits now running amok in northern Nigeria. We should allow the military to use their methodical process for dealing with these things. Let them do it, Mr. Shehu said. The presidential aide emphasized that the U.S. laws prohibit the use of weapons against civilians, while hinting that Nigeria would lose its purchasing power if it violated these laws. When you are dealing with countries like America, you have to be sensitive to public opinion, which is as important to them as it is to us. Yes, it is clear when they sold the Super Tucano to the government of Nigeria, they were looking at the law. The law does not allow you to use weapons on targets they classify as civilians, otherwise, America will no longer sell weapons to you. Don't forget that it took a build-up of years of rejection until President Buhari came on the scene and was able to establish credibility with America, and they said they would sell, the presidential aide said. Furthermore, Mr. Shehu said it is true that from the beginning the Air Force could not use the aircraft in the northwest, and even after that it took some time because these things also use precision type weapons. From my own understanding, these were not to be made available until March. We are just into April. In November 2021, the Abuja division of the Federal High Court proscribed the bandit groups as terrorist sect, which attracted heavier sanctions. The proscription had yet to yield fruitful result, as bandits have become brazen in their attacks. A group of bandits in March attacked the Kaduna airport and bombed the Abuja-Kaduna train, killing and abducting several passengers aboard. It is unclear why Mr. Buhari had yet to deploy the Tucano jet against bandits, despite prescribing them as terrorists. Mr. Buhari's accusation of the Tucano jet and refusal to deploy the weapons have raised concerns about the regime's perceived bias and unwillingness to fight its kinsmen. Katsina State Governor Aminu Masari had in 2021 admitted the rampaging bandits were unaware of the Fulani tribe. Majority of those involved in this banditry are Fulanis. Whether this revelation is palatable or not, but that's the truth, asserted Mr. Masari in a channel's TV program. So to my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, let's move down to the comment section. The first comment which I have says, with this type of talk, I begin to think that these people have another agenda for this country. So why did they waste our money to buy the aircraft? Here is another comment which I have that says, I knew it from the outset that Buhari and his northern brothers thought was that the southern agitations would escalate into civil war. It was meant to be unleashed on the southerners. Wahalau Kerun, Limo Kerun. God Almighty is the best in plotting and counter-plotting. Another commenter says, but it can't be deployed to Imo State to bomb innocent villagers, whereas it can't be deployed to bomb Sambisa forest. If my assumption is right, this clearly shows that Garba Shehu is among the top sponsors of terrorists. If the USA can go to any length to fight against terrorists, why Nigeria will be left out? It already shows its kind. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned and please remember to drop